Hello, what's up guys, I'm Kyle from KGR, and I'm going to apologize right now for, one, the not so great quality right now. Normally I have my camera right over there pointing toward my figure shelf and other stuff like that, and it just looks a little bit more professional. But unfortunately my friend has my tripod, of course, so now I can't really stream all that much either, and I have Ebola right now. Well, technically I don't really have Ebola, but I'm dying. I'm not dying either. I'm sick and I hate it. And of course, figure news has to happen. In fact, they announced 3 figures up for pre-order, and I'm like, God! So I'm going to cover 2 of them today. Yeah! For those of you who like My Hero Academia or Boku no Hero Academia, yeah, they announced a while ago they're making figures for it, and I may have reported on them. I'm pretty sure I did. I don't know. I can't remember. Well, both a Figma and a Nendoroid are coming out for Izuku. And here's how the figure looks. And may I say, the first thing I love so far is the way that the hair looks. I mean, normally, I'm one that loves hair. It's ridiculous. If you ask my personal friends, they'll think I'm gay. But anyway, I love how the hair is painted. Because if you check out the Hunter x Hunter figures, I forget who the main character is because I never watched the show. But I checked out the Figma, and I know in the show, like, I think it's black and then like green tips at the hair. While on the Figma, they all just made, I think, just solid black. I think it was like really weird, like why they went with that kind of style. And no lie, I was a little bit concerned they were gonna do the same thing for Izuku. But as you can tell, they didn't, and he looks absolutely great. But the one thing that does intrigue me about this figure is the way that seems to be engineered. Now, it looks like he might have a little bit of a butterfly joint. I really don't think he does, because normally he doesn't have that. But the arms and the legs, like normally on arms and legs, like the elbows and the knees, they have Figma joints. However, if you look at the figure, it's kind of hard to tell at the elbows, but at the knees, it doesn't look like a standard Figma joint. It looks like a double jointed knee. Like, I don't want to say I'm concerned, like, I'm intrigued, like, how this thing is going to work. Like, this is completely out of Figma or Max Factory's style. Like, I want to see how this thing looks. Apparently, he comes with 3 faces: one normal, gentle smile, a combat face, and a nervous expression. And what's weird is, here you see this picture, and you see how he's nervous and everything, but you see the sweat drops or whatever, or tear drops. I'm pretty sure they're sweat drops. Here, those are actually stickers. Like, they say it in the amiami description, how they're actually stickers and not, like, built onto the face itself. So if you don't want them on, then sweet. But I think it'll look really weird without them. But since they're stickers, how long will they last? Like, since you're going to be taking them on and off sometimes. I think if anything, if you get them, just put them on immediately. Unless you really care about the condition of the figure, then I don't care. You do you. This Figma is going to be coming with 5 hands. A pair of fists, pair of open hands, and he's going to have one hand that's going to be like doing the flick where he pretty much just breaks his finger, because he just does. I know it has a special name. I think it's called the Delaware Smash or something like that. Yeah, apparently it's an amiami listing, that's what it's called. I like the way the hands look. They're really big, and it kind of reminds me of the Figma Pit. And if for some reason you don't want the Figma or you want to get both, again, the Nendoroid is also an option. Again, the hair does look great, but the Figma, in my opinion, looks better because it actually has more detail in the hair. But then again, it's a more detailed figure anyway. Just like the Figma, he's going to be coming with 3 different faces: a smile, an angry, not angry, but a fighting face, and then a blown out crying face, which is actually more accurate to the show because he cries a lot. And also, this is one of those Nendoroids that is actually fully articulated. Like, it has an ab crunch, it has elbow, knee bends. Not a lot of Nendoroids have that. Like, the ones that I have, I only have Mario, Luigi, Sonic, and Toon Link, and they don't have that. So, seeing it on him is really cool. And also, Mega Man X is going to have fully articulated joints too, which I'll cover that hopefully tomorrow. But he looks so great. Like this does look really cool. I love how his effect part shows, like, when he's doing that flick, his finger turns red. That is great attention to detail when it comes to the anime. To be honest, I'm shocked that the Figma didn't pick that up. And he also has a flame effect for a punch and a smash attack, like, thing. Like, you see the picture right here. But still, it looks so cool. Like, oh my god, I can't believe this. This is so cool. Now, when it comes to picking these figures up, now, normally, I always recommend amiami, but right now, there are no other pre-orders set up anywhere, but I have a feeling that amiami is going to be the cheapest as of now. Here on amiami for the Figma, he's going to be about $54 roughly, while with the Nendoroid, he's going to be less than 40. I think he's going to be about like 38. The Nendoroid comes out in April, while the Figma comes out in May. Now, the question is, am I picking this up? To be honest, I do want this, but I think I'm going to pass on it because I have a small shelf now. Like, I don't have much room to work with. So I really gotta be picky about what figures I buy now. I would love to review these, but unfortunately it's not gonna happen because like I just don't have the space for it. So let me know in the comments, are you picking this figure up? Normally the two places I recommend are Amiami and MHToyShop. So Amiami will have a listing first, and then later when MHToyShop does have a listing, I'll put one for that as well. But I always recommend Amiami first when it comes to Figma or Nendoroid. And that's going to be it for this video for today. I'm going to try to record a Sonic 06 Let's Play part with my Ebola happening right now. So that's going to be freaking fantastic. And if you're new, I promise you in 2017 the quality is going to look better because I'm going to have my tripod back and I'm going to have a new chair so I can actually raise it up so you can see my shelf better and stuff, because after the rest of the year you're not going to be able to see my figure shelf because the hydraulics in my chair broke because, fuck, I don't know, I guess I'm fat. But thank you guys so much for watching. In the description there is my social medias and stuff, and if you want to send in stuff, I do have a P.O. box. I do want to start a series called, I don't know, Fan Mail Fridays or something. So I should probably check my P.O. box really soon because I haven't gotten anything in the past few weeks. But if you want to send in stuff, by all means do so. And I kind of want to review those figures, so if anybody gets it, you can send it in and I'll send it back. I promise. Actually, why am I crossing my fingers? No. I'm stupid. Overall, ever since I got sick, I've gotten dumber and dumber. I feel like my brain does not work properly. But anyway, I'll see y'all in the next one.